Hey, thank you for tuning in to Strategic Talk. I am your host, GS Remarkable, and I just want to welcome you into this conversation. See, more than likely, you're a business owner, a brand, an entrepreneur, and you just been diving and submerging yourself into the marketing strategy, into your marketing planning, your business positioning. And this is where we want to inspire thought that helps you on your journey reach all the goals that you're trying to reach. And see, today's conversation, we're going to be talking about, is your business ready for high level content marketing? Is it? Is it ready for high level content marketing? I don't know, we'll see, but let's get into it. Okay, look, let's paint this picture. I love painting pictures with words, right? So let's do that. So let's say you're a small business owner, right? You see your competition putting out these amazing video ads, this beautiful photo imagery that speaks for their brand. They're getting all type of likes, shares, comments. They're getting traffic driven by these awesome visual components that are adding value to their business, right? So you're like, okay, I think I want to create some awesome videos for my business. I want some really nice, cool, polished photos for my business, right? You have a new product that's dropping soon, and you're like, that'll be a really good way to let the audience know that I have this new product coming out, okay? So you hire a contractor, let's say a marketing agency, a content creation firm, a photographer, a videographer. You hire them to come into your business to help you create these visual elements that will help your audience understand your brand, right? Nothing wrong with this. This is perfectly like on time, right? So you create these projects, the videographer gives you the video, the photographer hands over the photos, and you just start running ads. You just start posting. So a couple weeks go by, and you like, I haven't sold not one product yet, or I haven't had not one sign up on my website. And generally is probably because your business was not ready for high level content marketing. So that money that you spent on those services did not add value back to your business, did not bring revenue back to your business. And we know as small business owners, as entrepreneurs, as brand builders, that is something that we do not want to do. We want to make sure that every step, every move that we make adds value to the business. And 9 times out of 10 is because, like I said, your business was not ready for high level content marketing. And we're going to talk about a few things that you can keep in mind to make sure that your business is ready for high level content marketing. First, let's talk about content marketing. What is content marketing? See, content marketing is strategy used to attract, engage, and retain an audience. And by this, you can use videos, photos, blog articles, podcasts, all type of different social media elements. It's just all kind of ways that content marketing can be expressed. I mean, this right here, this is content that you're digesting that's giving you value. This is content marketing at its best right now here on Strategic Talk. But that's what content marketing is. And content marketing is always supposed to add value to your business. But we sometimes have to dig deeper than just the content part. Because if you think about it, your customer goes on a journey, right? When they see your content on social media and it may appeal to them, they're like, okay, I like this. This looks good. So they may click the link in your bio, and that link in your bio, where does it take them? Does it take them to a website that matches the imagery that got their attention? Does it take them way left field to your YouTube channel where they can't even really see, what else you have to offer or do more research on your brand? Does it take them over to your Facebook business page where they have to kind of search and find your website? That's all part of the content marketing process. the journey that your content, the journey that your customers go on to learn and understand more about you, as well as achieve a few goals that I'm sure you're trying to achieve with your audience. So let's start with the first one, and that's, do you have a marketing budget? A marketing budget. See, when I sit down and talk to a client, that says a lot. I ask them that, do you have a marketing budget? And not just a budget to pay me, but do you have funds allocated towards the marketing of your business? Because that tells me a lot about a business. For one, that tells me how much planning that you've done at this point, how your systems are set up, how your business operates. That tells me a lot about your business. A company that has a marketing budget, they have funds that they're allocating specifically for marketing because they understand the importance of marketing to their business. And we're going to dig a little deeper in that in a few other videos, but that's just the first touch point. Does your business have a marketing budget? And see, the marketing budget doesn't have to be these huge numbers. I've worked with corporate America, and corporate America, sometimes their marketing budgets would be $250,000, $500,000, but I also work with small businesses. Even my business, at a point, the marketing budget was really low. I probably only maybe could put about $100, $150, $200 towards my marketing efforts, but I still made sure that I had funds ready for my marketing budget because I understand how important marketing is to the business. So that's bullet point number one. Does your business have a marketing budget? Okay, so now you're looking for this marketing agency, this videographer, this photographer to create this awesome content that's going to bring exposure to your business. And the second thing we want to think about is, do you have a specific goal in mind? Specific goal. If you don't have any specific goal for that content, guess what? We have nothing, we have no target to hit. We have no bullseye to know if the content was successful or not successful, right? So you want to make sure that you have a specific goal in mind for the content. It can be to let your audience know about a new service that you have available. It can be to drive home an current service that you want to make sure they understand what the service entails. It can be a new product that you want to put on your product line. You want to make sure that you have a specific goal in mind when it comes to the content that you want to bring into your business and show to your audience, right? Because high level content marketing is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So we want to make sure that we have a goal in mind so that we know exactly if this content is successful or not successful. And it doesn't always have to be about selling something. The goal may be website signups. You may want people to come subscribe to an email list where you can start them on an email marketing campaign. It may be to bring likes to your page. You may just want to get more exposure on your Instagram or your Facebook business page where you want more likes to come into that page, because more likes gives you a bigger pool of audience that you'll be able to market to in the future, right? But just make sure you have a specific goal in mind when it comes to creating content for your business, especially when it's high level content marketing. Okay, so you have your marketing budget. You also have a specific goal in mind for this content. The third bullet point is going to be know your audience inside and out. And not just your whole audience, the specific group of your audience that you want this particular content to appeal to. Because sometimes we can't cast a wide net, Sometimes that content needs to be specific and appeal to just a segment of your audience. That gives us our niche. That gives us something that we can be intentional about when creating this content. And it'll make sure that the content speaks to the people we want it to speak to. We don't just want to be making content just for just cause. So know your audience inside and out. Know the type of words that will appeal to that audience. Know the type of environments they like to be in. What do they like to watch? Where are they online? You know, you don't want to, for your audience, maybe your audience is on the go and busy. You don't want long video content for an audience that only wants to digest a couple minutes of content, right? You don't want, maybe your audience does like long content and 10-minute or 5-minute videos. You don't want to give them a 30-second clip so that they can be left with the fact that they may want more from your content or more from your business. So you really need to know your audience inside and out. And if you know your audience inside and out, you're ready for high level content marketing. Okay? And see, knowing your audience actually leads us to our next bullet point, and that's going to be to make sure you have a clear and concise message in your marketing. Like, you have to know your audience to know what they want to hear. Sometimes I have this strategy or this brainstorming session that I use with a lot of my coaching clients where we actually put ourselves in the shoes of our customer. We make sure that anytime we make any adjustment on the website, anytime we create any content ideas, we ask ourselves, what would the customer feel about this? What does the customer want? I'm talking about before we even move a button on the website, it's like, how would the customer feel about this? When we create imagery, what would the customer say about this? What would our clients say about this? If you make sure that the messaging in your content speaks specifically to the audience that you want to attract, that'll make sure that the content that you're creating adds value to your business, adds value to your brand, and make sure that you're not just putting money in places that aren't going to deem results for your business. So you want to make sure your message is clear and concise. Make sure your message is clear to the audience that you want to speak to. So that's another way to know if your business, if your brand is ready for high level content marketing, is does the message that you have read very clear and concise. All right, so you have your budget, you have your goals, you know your audience inside and out, your message is clear and concise. Now let's talk about the customer journey. This is where I find the most hiccups. Really, like I find the most hiccups. Like I work with a lot of businesses, like I said, and we'll be on their social media. They got this beautiful imagery. They got the messaging right. They're speaking to their audience. They're getting a lot of engagement. And then I click that link in their bio, and it takes me to a website that feels like a thrift store, right? Or it feels like a knockoff department store. Like the website doesn't speak for their brand. It's things out of place on the website. It may have letters and words that are misplaced and misaligned, and pictures may be a little bit off. Let's talk about the customer journey. Sometimes when you click on the link in that bio, it doesn't even take them to the website. It takes them to another page that they gotta find out what they want to click and click there, and it takes them to another page. And the customer is just like, listen, I just want to buy that cool product that you just showed me. I cannot find it anywhere. So guess what? They're gone. They're off to the next. So that amazing content that you created to get their attention, and they're having to click so many times to find where to purchase that product, or they have to go searching through all this confusion just to get to a page to find your product, or they get to the page and the page doesn't even feel right. Like, this setup is crazy. I don't even trust this brand at this point. Your customer journey is so important, and you have to think deep with your content. I know I have a process where I have a particular service that I provide for my customers, for my clients, and after we're finished with the project, they get the project so that they can download it into their system, but they also get a follow-up email. And see, in that follow-up email has a link to a landing page where now I tell them about, okay, we just finished an amazing project. It was great working with you. But now check out this video so that you can understand how to position that work that we just did. And in the video, I just kind of explain, position your project here and make sure you have this checked out and make sure this is together on your brand. It's giving them more information to learn or to understand how to even position the amazing content that we created. This is all content marketing. This is me thinking ahead in my journey, like, what does my customer want to hear from me? What makes their life easier? What makes them trust my brand more? And I want to position every piece of content along their journey of working with me to benefit them, to benefit their life and make things easier in their process. This is content marketing at its best, the journey. Think about the journey. Think about what your buyer, what your customer, what your client is experiencing as they work with you, as they follow along the path of working with your business. So if your customer journey isn't right, you're not ready for high-level content marketing yet. Seriously. Let's go to the next. Okay, and this last one is I think highly overlooked. And it's kind of overlooked because a lot of creators, you got two sides of your brain. You have this creative side and you have this analytical side. Me, I've worked both sides for a long time, so I know how to bounce back and forth. I actually like the analytical side just as much as I like the creative side. But this last one is, does your business have a way to collect data? And see, I'm not talking about Instagram insights, so you can just say, yeah, it's a lot of men or it's a lot of women. Like, no, I'm talking about, does your business have a way to collect data from what your buyer, what your customer is experiencing through the whole journey? What pages are they leaving out on? What pages of your website are they coming in on? What social media platforms are they being driven from? Where is the traffic coming from? Where is the traffic not coming from? Is your business set up with data so that when this content is put out, the data can be properly traced to understand more of what your customer is doing, more of what your client is doing? Like, that right there gives you a full circle to know that, like, listen, my business is ready for high-level content marketing. Because I tell you what, and like I know, the services that you have to pay for to get polished and professional content is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So there you have it. Let's give it a rundown one more time. Just to make sure you got it. So if your business is ready for high-level content marketing, you, one, have a marketing budget, right? You also have a specific goal that you want to obtain. You know your audience inside and out. You have a clear message that you want to deliver. Your customer journey is clear and polished, and you also have a way of collecting data. Now, if all these things are checked off, you are ready for high-level content marketing, and your business will benefit from this high-level content marketing. Okay? Listen, we're just here to inspire. We're just here to inspire thought, inspire conversation that will help you take your business, your brand to the next level. All right? Hey, thank you for tuning in to Strategic Talk. I am your host, GS Remarkable. Can't wait to talk to you again. Let's go.